Hey everybody, this is Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. I'm going to try something, just testing it out and doing a daily review of the news and see if I can do it within a certain amount of time. So let's get started, and it's a go. Basically, the loud boom. Well, let's start with this. Sarasota PD. It's funny because they're giving a heads up that at 4:30 they're going to be out at Gulfstream and 41 looking for drivers that are blocking the intersection. They've done this on two separate occasions over the past week and a half, and every single time they still get people that park there. And they were giving out warnings. I think it was like 70 warnings about the last two times, but they said they're going to start issuing tickets. The now infamous commercial there, the zombified. This is from Northport Police. They are looking for these individuals, and they apparently went out and robbed a Walmart. And it's funny. Josh used to be a reporter with WWSB. Now he handles communications for Northport, and he's like, let's help remove the smile. That guy's got a huge old smile on his face. So share it as much as you can. If you can help to identify these guys that stole a lot of merchandise out of Walmart. The other big thing that's getting a lot of comment, it's more than 15 the last time I checked, it's the big boom. I actually heard it over my house, and I guess they've heard it all the way up to Northport and Sarasota. It's a B-1 bomber that flew over. Now, the wings of Glory or something, the wings of something are going to be here at the Venice airport this weekend. It may have been part of that whole operation. Or is it next weekend? I think it's this weekend. So maybe it was part of that deal, and some people are saying it was a B-1 bomber that flew over. Basically, this one's just the Sarasota Sheriff's getting out there and working within the community. Most of this is just to build relationships out there and let kids know that you don't need to be afraid of officers out there. Turning points. I wanted to see this. This is actually something that SNN is going to hear tonight. It's on free Hep C testing and treatment being offered at Turning Points. As you know, once they put that video out, generally I'll put it on this page. And this guy takes a lot of great pictures. Adam Hutchinson. Not sure why he did his watermark across it like that, but normally it's at the bottom. But takes some great pictures. Usually he'll be down there when they're surfing, and he'll get some good ones of the surf. Sarasota County, they have their new annual report out for 2016. I put the link up there. You can go check it out. I can't imagine too many people will, but the ones that are interested, great. You're doing a great service because you're being on top of what's happening out in our community for Sarasota County. This Heritage Park, I'm not sure why they did it when they did. It may have came down to funding when it was allocated, but it struck me as strange because was in the prime of tourist season, basically. You go from November 14th to February 14th when a lot of tourists are coming. That whole median was just tore up the whole time, and that tends to be a hot spot for people to walk. It looks like it will be done as of tomorrow. They're going to do a ribbon cutting on Thursday. And they did do a lot of work out there. It says they spent about $527,000 out there, making it more accessible for handicap, ADA accessible, upgrading the sidewalks, and putting decorative lights along the trail there. So check that out if you can. It actually looks really nice, the work that they've done on it from what I've seen driving by. Yoga class out there with Sarasota County. Basically, you can go out to the library at Selby and learn about posture and balance at 3 p.m., which is too late if you're listening to this. Registration. Today's the voter registration deadline for March 14th municipal elections, which will be held in Northport and in Sarasota and then Longboat Key. So if you don't get in there and register, and you probably could do it online, then you won't be able to participate in that election process. Let's see. This one, I didn't realize who she was, and then some people put up stuff, and I remember her now. Gina Davis, I guess she's an advocate for women in Hollywood, both and off the screen. Unfortunately, a lot of people like myself, we hear stuff like what came out at the Grammys yesterday and the other award show the other day. Most of us just tune out these celebrities that try to use their status to go out there and opine about issues that they know nothing about. This one is nice. Sarasota, they have a use of force community event where you can go out there and basically apply to, if you're interested in being the next community use of force day person out there. It's a demonstration day, so check that out if you can. All the information is up there on Facebook. I don't think I shared that one on the website. I'm trying to put more on there since most of my, or a lot of my traffic, 17% goes that way. TSA is offering a pre-check offers enrollment event. So let's go ahead and see what that is all about real quick. Boom. Some people are asking how long, how many days. We'll see.
If you want to the airport screening faster, here's your chance. The TSA is offering a pre-check enrollment event beginning today at the airport in Sarasota. You can enroll during normal business hours, 8 to 5. Those accepted will not need to remove their shoes, liquids, laptops, jackets, or belts during security checks for flights. Not bad. If you want to enter the airport,
all right, so that's a good thing that's happening there, and got to stop that volume. Not sure what that noise is. I keep hearing banging on. So then, if you can check it out, it looks like it was just beginning today, so it's going to be going on for a while. Unfortunately, they didn't give a timeline, but it does help you get through the lines a lot quicker. Missing cat that Monique's looking for. Looks like some great weather, especially tomorrow. A cold front is coming through on Wednesday, 40% chance of rain. Looks like there'll probably be waves Thursday and hopefully Friday at the South Jetty. Northport having this huge community garage sale. This has been up there for a while, and I know they're pretty successful, so if you get a chance to go check that out in Northport. Sarasota, just telling people, hey, slow down when you see the school bus with flashing lights. Common sense. Hopefully a lot of you are doing that. I put out a video once where people would just drive by without paying attention and hit a few kids. It was a travesty. Verizon unlimited wireless data. That's a good thing, but some people are not too happy with Verizon on here. Oh, someone has said AT&T doesn't have overage charges anymore. I'll have to check that out because I keep getting hit with them, so maybe I'm on the wrong plan. This is on that moped driver that was hit over the weekend in Sarasota, and there's an update. I know there was only a couple things out there when I first put the post out, so they came up with an updated report, so let's do a quick listen.
A moped driver is in critical condition after a weekend accident. The Sarasota Police Department said a BMW traveling southbound was attempting to make a left-hand turn onto Railing Boulevard when it struck a man on a moped at the intersection of Orange Avenue. The man driving the moped had been traveling northbound on Orange. He was transported to Sarasota Memorial Hospital in critical condition. The crash is still under investigation, but...
All right, so not a ton much more information, basically the same information out there. The roundabout, we've been putting this out a couple times, and people are saying, look, here we got Joy saying, wow, is the county commissioner that who are the county commissioners that keep making these dumb decisions? They actually wanted to put one of these roundabouts right here on 41 in Venice, and I caught wind of it through paying attention to the government and city council meetings, and I brought it to everyone's attention. There was massive letter writing, and the city council backed off. It was around the same time this guy, I think the individual that was pushing these roundabouts actually passed away. But let's take a listen. I'm like, I can't believe they're actually allowing this in Sarasota, and you're not getting a lot of resistance, which you didn't. And now you're getting the roundabouts, and hopefully you won't have the mess that we have at Jacaranda and Venice Avenue. So let's take a listen.
2 roundabouts are coming to downtown Sarasota this year. The 2-lane roundabouts will replace intersections with traffic lights on US 41 at 10th and 14th Streets and are the first of at least 16 roundabouts planned throughout the city over the next 6 years. Last week, the City Commission unanimously approved a series of agreements regarding city funding for the plans. Design of the approximately $8 million project is nearly finished, and the Florida Department of Transportation is prepping to seek...
So if you caught that, they're going to be putting up 16, folks, 16 over the next few years. And this is why I keep telling everybody it's critical that you get involved in these city council meetings. How many of you would have been there yesterday when this decision was made if you would have known about it or would have started a letter writing campaign to try to stop it? And I'm telling you, these letter writing campaigns are pretty effective. One person, I've seen so many times where one person writes in, he's annoying and he keeps writing, or she, and they do the change, or they may create a new ordinance just for this one person. So you got to, if you want to affect change, you got to be part of this process. You got to get out there and actually get involved. And so that decision was made yesterday, and they moved forward. School choice, this has been out there for a while. Well, it officially started. I think most people are up to speed on that. I'm going to play. This is tragic what happened here. This is the mother and father of the young lady that committed suicide, and they say possibly accidentally shot at her husband Chad. So let's take a listen. This is the Morgan family, and I guess this individual graduated from Venice High School in '88, and she was a school teacher out at Heron Creek. So let's take a quick listen to that and see what they have to say. I did listen earlier today. I think it's just over 2 minutes. I'm not sure if I'll play the whole thing, but let's see what's going on.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, the Northport community is coping with the death of a teacher. Holly Fisher spent 5 days a week inside her middle school classroom, but spent her time off of classroom duty finding more ways to improve her community. ABC 7's Erica Jackson spoke with the teacher's family about how they're dealing with this tragic loss.
You talk about a soccer mom. Well, she was a soccer mom, volleyball mom, cross country, track.
Ed and Joan Morgan of Northport are remembering their late daughter, Holly Fisher. The social studies teacher from Heron Creek Middle School died early Saturday in what the Northport Police Department is calling an attempted murder-suicide involving her husband, Jason Chase Fisher. Police responded to a shooting on Doblins Road just after midnight, where they say they found Chase with a gunshot wound to the hand and chest, and Holly dead in the home. The Morgans believe their son-in-law was shot by accident.
She and Chase were a perfect couple for so long and worked so well together.
They say their daughter impacted her community inside and outside the classroom, investing thousands of her own dollars to help students.
She was a great teacher, bought kids school supplies when they didn't have enough money to get anything for themselves. She fostered dogs from dog rescue.
She just was absolutely amazing, creative, caring, giving.
Okay, so obviously tragic what happened there to Holly and Chad and the family. And I know today they're out there. I'm not sure if any news media is going to be out there, but they're had counselors at the school, and hopefully everything will go right. Scammers posing as Sarasota sheriffs saying, "Hey, send us money and we'll wipe away your warrant." If you want to watch that video, I also put out the actual release that Sarasota had sent out. 6,000 gallons of sewage spilled in Sarasota. They said it didn't get any water, and they were able to clean it up. That is a video report. It is funny, though, when cities like Venice will put out that there was a 10,000 gallon sewage spill, and we were able to get it out and clean it all up, and it never touched the impact of the water. It went down the drains, but we were able to fastly get there and fix it. And I sometimes sit there scratching my head thinking, really? You did? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. All right, and what else we got here? This is a quick review of the last 24 hours anyways, because this gets into yesterday's stuff. This guy just basically set a Guinness World Record on a paddleboard. I can tell you what, he's on a racer there. I paddleboard. I think this guy, if I recall, did 24 miles or something. It's not easy. I used to do the races that were between 7 to 12 miles, and it can be exhausting. Now I just surf on the stand-ups, but it's pretty exhausting sport. And let's see, oh Betsy, I was out there for the BBQ fundraiser, and this one was on there today, basically where the SPD comes in and tells you basically lock your doors. Let me see.
Chief of Sarasota Police Department, I'm here to ask for your help in cutting down on auto burglaries in the city of Sarasota and wherever you might live. Please take 2 minutes out of your day to lock your cars and take your valuables inside. In 2016, we had over 500 auto burglaries, and 77% of those were unlocked. So please partner with us to help cut down the crime in your neighborhood and make Sarasota a safe city.
You know, the one question I have, though, is I've seen where people lock their doors and their windows get smashed, and people go in there and there's nothing in there to still, now they got to replace that window. So I don't leave anything in my car, and I'll often leave it unlocked. I'd rather them open the door, go through, see if you don't want anything, then leave, versus smashing my window. But listen to the police there. They know what's best, not this crazy guy. All right, that is everything that's out there right now. Let's check the Twitter feed. If you notice, I do a lot of Twitter updates. A lot of the news media out there just likes to use Oh, Dakota Access Pipeline construction of the disputed line was not halted. The judge did not grant it. So a lot of media uses that, and I'm not sure why. And I'm going to end this with one of my latest rogue report. And this one I just touch on the House of Saud and why aren't they on the banned list and all that good stuff. So let me get you guys going on that, and boom. This is Francesco Abbruzzino with the Uncensored Report. I wanted to just touch on an article that I shared in regards Saudi Arabia and the CIA and how they went out there and they gave what I believe is one of the bigger sponsors of terrorism this award for doing such a great job in counter-terrorism, which is just a joke if you look at the Wahhabism training and the funding that's coming out of there. I was watching a news report and they said, you know, why isn't it when they when they redo this new executive order, why won't they include Saudi Arabia and Qatar? And I've been critical of them too, because everybody knows how knee deep Saudi Arabia is in financing terrorism and being a state sponsor of it. And they said because they have a central government, which is bull. And I get it that 5 out of the other 7 have basically no government whatsoever, but that's a bull crap reason, demagogue type reason from the right. With this guy, though, I put out that the Arab News came out and said that the Crown Prince accepted the award, the recognition that the kingdom is doing such a great job at anti-terrorism and their efforts, which are coming from their King Solomon over there. And it's just ironic with them winning this and award that basically says, oh, you guys are great at combating terrorism. It's what's staggering about it is the revelations that have come out, not just with 9/11. We all know about their involvement in 9/11. How about WikiLeaks and showing how the political establishment here in the United States basically has been kissing up to the butt, how they've been funneling money into our politics, how Saudi Arabia has been funding the Islamic State and a lot of the Islamic activities, extremist Islamic activities that are out there, and how they're a major supporter of the state, Islamic State, in this proxy world. Okay, so there you have it. That's my, you can listen to the rest of it. It's at my, it's either on the uncensoredreport.com or you can go to my Uncensored Report Facebook page. It's on there, and I think it's also on the Scoop page. So this is it. I don't know how many minutes I did, 17. I'm trying to cut it down to 10 to 15 minutes, which I think I can. Getting rid of that rant and some other stuff. So this has been Frankie. Let me know what you think of this, and if it's something you guys are interested in, remember to visit any of the Amazon.coms on my website because I get some credit for that. And of course, my main where I get all my bread and butter comes from here, Telephonics.com. If you need anyone that needs any medical billing expertise. This has been Frankie with the Scoop News.